We recently did a video on the hardest golf courses in the world, which we will link in the description, and had some great responses to that video. So in this video, we wanted to follow it up with showcasing the craziest golf holes in the world. Let's dive in. If you love golf, then stay up to date with our latest videos and golf content. Make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button on your screen. Brickyard Crossing, holes 7, 8, 9, and 10. We will start in Indianapolis, Indiana, where the world-famous golf course architect Pete Dye created a very unique golf course design called the Brickyard Crossing. The Indianapolis Motor Speedway is one of the most iconic racing venues in the world and home to the Brickyard 500. However, it is also home to 4 holes of the Brickyard Crossing golf course. In 1993, Pete Dye reconstructed the golf course to have 14 holes right outside the Brickyard, as well as 4 holes located inside the venue. The experience is like no other, where you play golf inside a professional sports venue. Because golfers will need to actually cross the tarmac, as you can probably expect during days where a race is going on, the course will be shut down. The El Camaleón at the Fairmont Maya, hole number 7. As every golf course has holes with hazards and traps to be avoided during play, we think this golf hole has a rather unique feature called a cenote. A cenote is a deep natural sinkhole, cave, or well that occurs frequently in South America. Cenotes are formed when the limestone erodes, collapses, and exposes the groundwater below. At the El Camaleón, the 7th hole looks normal at the first glance, but when you come closer to the fairway bunker, you will notice it is not normal at all. The cenote is a permanent home to thousands of golf balls. If you hit your ball and it doesn't stop in the sand, it's gone forever, and you are far more likely to find a bat flying around than your ball. This famous cenote is the reason we consider hole number 7 at El Camaleón to be one of the craziest golf holes in the world. Coeur Resort Golf Course, hole 14. The Scott Miller designed course opened up in 1991 and placed on the shores of Coeur d'Alene. The 14th hole makes this already stellar golf course world famous. The 14th green is located on an island that is only accessible by boat. One of the most unique greens in the world, it does offer a few bunkers and trees for additional difficulty. The island green is completely man-made. The 15,000 square foot green weighs over 22,000 tons and sits on blocks of polystyrene. To take this impressive green even further, a computer system controls a network of cables to give the ability to move the green. Every day the distance is changed to add even more difficulty to the world famous hole. The par 3 can range anywhere between 90 and 220 yards, and that is why we consider the 14th hole at the Coeur d'Alene Resort Golf Course one of the craziest golf holes in the world. Pacifico Golf Course at Punta Mita, hole 3B. Our next hole is one of the most scenic golf holes in the world. About 10 miles north of Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, the Jack Nicklaus designed Pacifico Golf Course offers 2 third holes, 3A and 3B, or also known as Tail of the Whale. 3B is the only natural island green in the world and is only accessible by golf cart during times of low tide and is set in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. In times of high tide, you will be transported to your shot by an amphibious golf cart. The hole is about 180 yards long and can be extremely difficult with a strong breeze coming off the Pacific Ocean. That's why we consider hole 3B, or the Tail of the Whale, one of the craziest golf holes in the world. The TPC Colorado, 13th hole. About an hour north of Denver lies the TPC Colorado, which is home to the longest par 5 in professional golf. The par 5 ranges at 773 yards, or just under half a mile long. Yes, that is correct, it measures almost 800 yards. The Arthur Schappeter designed course is nearly 8,000 yards in total. Even though the hole is the longest in all of professional golf circuits, it is still only considered the 8th toughest hole at the TPC Colorado. The tournament scoring averages are usually over par for this beast of a hole. It's rated in the top 3 hardest par 5s on the Corn Ferry Tour. The length and elevation of this hole is why it makes our list for one of the craziest golf holes in the world. Legend Golf and Safari Resort, 19th hole. The 19th hole at the Legend Golf and Safari Resort is definitely one of the craziest golf holes in the world. par 3 is over 400 yards in length, making it the longest par 3 in the world. The hole starts off at the top of a cliff around 1,300 feet above the green. You need to jump in a helicopter to access the tee box, or I guess some really good climbing gear. The tee box is so high up from the green, once you hit the ball, it will take about 20 seconds for the ball to land. Only 20 of the thousands of people who have given the 19th hole a shot have birdied this hole, and just over 200 have even made par. The elevation change is so extreme that you need a spotter to help keep track of your ball. This golf experience is like no other in the world, and to tee it up on the 19th hole, that'll run you an extra $125 added on to your round. Cape Kidnappers, 15th hole. Cape Kidnappers was featured in our video of the hardest golf courses in the world. We will link that video in the description below. Hole 15 is known as the Pirate's Plank, and for good reason. The 650 par 5 is an absolute monster of a hole, and one of the most dramatic holes in the world. Cape Kidnappers at Hawke's Bay was designed by Ram Doak. Considered by many as the signature hole of New Zealand, the Pirate's Plank provides ridiculous views of the ocean, but also offers insanely dramatic drop-offs on each side of the fairway and travels straight towards the sea. The hole will cause countless golf balls to take the plunge into the ocean off of the almost 500-foot cliffs. The hole itself isn't too out of the ordinary, but when combining the cliffs, ocean breeze, and scenery, it makes for one of the most insane golf holes you will ever play. TPC Sawgrass Stadium Course, Hole 17. Our next hole is the par 3 17th hole at the TPC Sawgrass Stadium Course. Pete Dye designed the famous golf course and is located about 12 miles from Jacksonville. The 17th hole is one of the most famous golf holes in the world with its signature island green. The water surrounding the green claims over 120,000 golf balls every single year. If you need a side gig, grab some scuba gear and you will have endless amounts of golf ball inventory to sell. The 17th hole is the make or break hole for your round, and professionals know if they can get past the island green dry, they will finish their round on a good note. Skukuza Golf Course, South Africa. The Skukuza Golf Course is a beautiful 9-hole, 18-tee course situated in the famous Kruger National Park, on the outskirts of the Skukuza Rest Camp on the eastern portion of South Africa. The wildlife sanctuary near the golf course provides a harmonious, close-to-nature golfing experience. The golf course was built in 1972 as a recreational facility for the Skukuza workforce, and has now been open to visitors to the Kruger National Park. The course is a par 72 and is 6,450 yards in length. Since the course is not fenced in, uninvited spectators are common. Hippos, impalas, warthogs, and even baboons, to mention a few. You might find yourself a little nervous trying to putt with a 4,000-pound hippo staring directly at you. The uniqueness and scenery is why we love this course as one of the craziest in the world. What are some of the craziest golf holes you've played? We would love to hear your comments. If you found this video interesting, please show your support by leaving us a like. You can also subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. That way, you won't miss out on any future content.